Hey everyone, the name is Erik Thor, and today we are gonna talk about how you can become an INFJ Jedi. Yes, I find that overall the Jedi description is pretty good for how an INFJ should aspire to function and how they should seek to live and conduct themselves in order to live a happy and balanced life. The Jedi strategy in many ways works very, very well for an INFJ who wants to resist overwhelm, who wants to maintain balance in mood, who wants to resist dark temptations, or who wants to in some way come better in touch with their inner vision and their inner goal. And overall, the INFJ can be described as sensitive to the environment around them. The INFJ is someone who is going to face struggles in life with keeping balance just because reality can be very pressing. There are so many things to want your attention: your mobile phone, the online media, people that want to talk to you, calls from the phone, and the constant messages from WhatsApp, and the cars around you to look out for, loud noises around you in the house. Things that overall can kind of get you off center. Yes, when you are in these situations, remaining true to your vision can be difficult, and it requires constant centering action. Constant action to unwind. Peaceful music, yes, I don't know what you like, whatever puts you in a good state of mind, and things like meditation and things like reading and things that allow you to kind of come into your own safe place. Yes, the comfort zone is highly important when it comes to finding a centered and healthy response. If you're not centered, you are acting purely on instinct, and in those situations you are going to be at risk of overwhelm. Well, even the whole action of going into your pure instinct mode, becoming purely in touch with inaction towards loud noises, sensory stimulation, smells and touch and all kinds of things, you are always gonna feel a little off balance in some degree. And how can you then find your balance? And how can you find your balance without becoming too balanced? Because that can also be a problem. The INFJ can, and I think that's actually more common than the alternative, somewhat become a little avoidant. We've all seen the INFJs that look a little grumpy, defensive, easily annoyed, easily frustrated with others, a little tense and strained, very composed, unemotive, unexpressive, and often a little grumpy. We've seen the ones that are very critical and have this kind of stubbornness to them, this kind of, no, I don't want to do it mentality towards everything in life. And to some extent, we need to be able to think about this from a healthy perspective. The INFJ is fighting off and balancing the urge of first a very reckless and kind of people-pleasing Justin Bieber type, and another very withdrawn, reclusive hermit. We have kind of this tug of war between these two things on our shoulders. One that desires us to get out into the spotlight, to be good to people, to help people out, to throw ourselves into other people's lives, to be an important part in guiding other people, and to have a positive impact on others. And also the one that says, I don't want to invest myself and get hurt, and other people are just gonna use me, and I want to just go back into my own man cave or woman cave or whatever you like to be in when you retreat. And we are kind of often when we are young, immaturely pulled between these two, constantly bouncing between them, having this push-pull thing where we are jumping into things, getting a little broken or disappointed or putting in too much energy, more energy than we can, or pulling ourselves back and kind of hiding from others and putting up this strong, tense demeanor meant to push others away. And we are kind of in the process of dealing with and avoiding this, because obviously this is not healthy. We are looking for balance here. We are looking for flow here. We're looking for conscious and positive action that can make us happy in the long term. And so we must look out for giving of ourselves in a way that takes from ourselves. We need to balance and make sure that when we give to other people, it's always in tune with what we want and what makes us happy. Because if we are not happy, we're not going to be able to make other people happy either. And we are always kind of having to balance between that desire to recharge without hurting other people in the process, because that can happen. If you take a step back, and that's a true strong step back, other people are going to feel hurt, and they're going to feel like you are ghosting them or door slamming them or hurting them in some degree. And finding that kind of balance between all of this, being able to be there for other people without feeling that you are losing or overinvesting yourself in others, is difficult. Being in the world without feeling overwhelmed or restless or kind of caught up with everything happening around you is difficult. Finding that healthy balance between just enough sensation to feel like an INFJ's sensation curve has been met, and not too much and not too little, is the very difficult journey. It requires the most careful line walking, line dancing here. And you need to be constantly re-reflecting on yourself and your situation. You can find that flow for a few days, and then suddenly you can find yourself having kind of done something reckless, promising something you couldn't do, offering something you couldn't give, or pulling away too much, or avoiding other people, or in a way falling too far into your comfort zone. I find that the interesting thing here is in many ways that when being there for people and helping people is of course an INFJ's passion. And in other regards, exploring their intuition and their insight and their vision is an INFJ's fascination. Of course these impulses are going to be strong in you. You're going to have this impulse to speak out and to guide others and to help others. And you're going to have at the same time this desire to envision, to theorize, to speculate, and to see a long-term future for yourself. And you are going to need to balance both of these urges. And you're going to need to make sure that you aren't compromising any of them. So, in your current situation right now, where are you right now? Are you currently in a too avoidant place? Or are you currently in a too aggressive and reckless place? What does balance look to you? And how can you make sure that you have balance in your relations and in your life and in your workplace? What are you doing to make sure that you can be in a good place, centered, true to your INFJ self? That's my question for today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, or subscribe. Thank you all for watching. Bye.